This is a tool using coloring pages, going over the coloring pages I'm in Canvas here. You can see my example. I've colored in my pages. My dinosaur is my example, and I'm using the paint bucket to color it in, and using the background has a gradient, which actually goes from blue to green. And I'll show you what to do. Okay, so let's go back to Canvas and get started here. This is a video I've created to show you all the different steps you need to do. This is your grading rubric here. So 3 coloring pages equal 90. 4 equals 95, 5 equals 100, and if you add effects, that means a 105. And I've put like this little Google slide here that talks about the different steps you're going to do. First, you're going to create a new document, color it in. This is my example here, and this top is the grading score again. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're actually going to insert those in your coloring pages. Okay, this is just my blank, but I'll show you what I'm doing here. So I'm going to leave that for a minute, and then I have my previous student examples here. I click on that second blue link, and this is examples of students that have created this in the past, so you can actually go over those and look at those in your own time. And that's the second blue. The first blue link actually is a list of other coloring pages you can use. These are actually preset, like this is a color Christmas themed, right? But if you want to actually grab your own, feel free to grab your own. If you're just typing coloring pages, like I've already done here, coloring pages. And then all I'm going to do is click on images, find image you want to use. I like this image with a dinosaur, and I click right click and click save image as, and click on save, and then you can actually open your Illustrator. But I like this picture here of this Noel to kind of show you something, and click on download here. So what I'm going to do now is actually open up in Photoshop. Click on the start button and click on all, and then come down here to find Photoshop. Okay, and that's going to be Photoshop. Now you can click on open, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to open. I've downloaded a few times. Click on open your picture you just downloaded. Click open. Now I have to do some things. I click on first. I'll click on the unlock right here, and what I'm going to do is actually the fourth icon down. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It might be this icon. Hold it down, grab the magic wand tool. Right, so what I need to do is actually delete the background. Okay, so clicking on this is going to select everything what you don't want to do. So I see a little gap here. So what I need to do is hold the Alt key down and scroll down to that little area there. And now I'm going to get down to this brush tool. It looks like a brush tool, right? And now the foreground color I need to set to black, right? So if it's not black, if it's like maybe red or something like that, so you change that to come down here to black and click OK. And I got my brush size is smaller. So again, you don't have to do this one, but I'm showing you have to click it in to actually make it sure it's filled in. Now I got to zoom out. Okay. Now I can actually use that fourth one again to use the magic wand tool, and it's going to magically select the outside of this. So if you're selecting the whole thing, make sure your continuous is checked. It has to be checked here. So both of those have to be checked. Okay, and that should have just your entire background selected. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on the backspace key right here and delete that. Okay, so now I can see that checker pattern lets us know that's transparent. So it lets us see through the image here. So I click on deselect here. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to click on new layer with a plus sign, new layer. So what we're going to do is go down to this tool. It looks like the gradient tool. Okay, let's look at this little gradient. It goes from like black to white right here. So what we're going to do is I can click on a line. So what if I have my colors here? So look at my background, foreground, background here. So if I want to change that, I'm going to change like maybe a color to red, and then I'm going to change click OK, and I change the double click on the white square, and now I'm going to change that to, I've got my color here, maybe change that to this lime green. Okay, so now it goes from red to lime green. Okay, so I can do that again and just draw a little line here. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my 4-ounce background color here. So I've drawn that line here, and I change that to my colors here. So this is my basic color. So I can do is actually just bring that out a little more. If I grab the purples, and then I can have the purples here, and this got the presets here I can use. Okay, so I can find one I like. I like this one right here, and now I can next go back to that should be on the bottom here. So my NoL should be on top, right? And now I'm going to click on this again, that same gradient tool. Now I'm going to create the paint bucket tool. What I'm going to do is I could color this in. So maybe like my foreground color is red. So that top square is going to be red. So now the paint bucket I can fill in with red. So I'm going to click on layer 0. So like if I click on, I can't color it in because it's on the wrong layer. Highlight layer 0, and then I color it in. See, it's going to be color in red, color in red, it's going red. It's going to actually find that. So it's going to find the lines here. So any lines here. And then if I want to color it in, now if I want to color it in green, I click on that and change that to like a green here, maybe a dark green. I can change this to a green. Okay. And then like maybe the inside color, I want to change that to a foreground color again. I want to change it to maybe a blue. A light blue, something like that. Then I can actually color it in the light blue. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I click on File, and then I'll click on Export Company, and I actually put that on my Google document. So I click on Quick Export as a PNG. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is actually it's going to preset, and so I can now name it like Stocking or Noel or something like that. Noel. Yeah. So I click on Save. And I go back to my my Google document here. And what I'm going to do now is click on one of the pages here. And so you put your name up there, right there, on this page here. The second page, you're going to click on Insert, Image, and I'm going to upload the image I just took. Where I saved it. Oh, let's see, actually close that, cancel. All right, let's make sure I've saved that right. Look, plus, click on Export. Quick export as PNG. Oh yes, I need to put my downloads here. So now I rename it. I didn't put it in the right place. Yeah. So this is really important to make sure it's actually saved in the right place. I want to put the downloads here. Click on Save. Now I go back to my coloring pages, and I click on Insert, Image, Upload, and I grab my Noel picture. Okay, it's a PNG, and that's actually put in there. So that's one page of mine. Like I talked about the coloring pages here, 3 pages equal to 90. Okay, so therefore we're going to get the same thing, all the different pages here. So there's 3 to start with here, but you actually can add a different page if you want to. Okay, so then you're actually going to go back to this, and there will be a submit button. Okay, then you can actually open and attach, and just like the Google documents here. Okay, and that should finish it. So that's the different pages you're putting there. Okay, that should finish it. Thanks for watching.